First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to solve arrangement number 1 that is based on the concept called Monday to Sunday. And these are the arrangement plays a major role in most of the bank exams. If you are preparing for a bank exams or an insurance exam, and mostly if you are preparing for any top level IT sector interviews, campus interviews, just look at the memory based question paper, previous year question paper. You can definitely see this question for minimum of 3 or 5 marks. And if you are preparing only for the bank exam, if you look at all the prelims exam, previous year prelims exam, you can able to see this question that is only based on the concept called Monday to Sunday will be asked for 5 marks. So remember that instead of learning the toughest arrangement, so try to learn the concept that is based on Monday to Sunday arrangements. So after this video, I think we are going to post 8 different arrangement videos that is based only on this Monday to Sunday concept. So don't forget to watch all the remaining videos. So now let me move on to this interesting arrangement question. 7 lectures are scheduled to be held in a week. There is only one lecture on each of the 7 days of a week starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. So here what they are saying, totally there are 7 different lectures and each lecture is scheduled on each of the 7 days, any one of the day between Monday to Sunday. So let me fix the days, right? We can fix Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And remember that while drawing or while solving every arrangement question, I always insist my student to draw minimum of 2 possible diagrams. So if you draw minimum of 2 possible diagrams, then you can easily crack even the arrangement is little bit tougher. So remember that if you are going to solve any arrangement question, even it is easy, so go with 2 possible diagram. Then it will be, you can crack the question within 1 or 2 minutes. That is easily possible. So first point, chemistry is taught either on Wednesday or Saturday. So either Wednesday is chemistry or otherwise Saturday is chemistry. So let me make up 2 possible diagram because they have clearly told that chemistry is taught on Wednesday or otherwise it can be on Saturday, right? So we can fix chemistry here, either it can be on Saturday or otherwise either it can be on Wednesday. Next point, 3 lectures are scheduled between chemistry and English. So between chemistry and English we have a gap of 3 lectures. So 1, 2 and 3. So this should be English, right? So English, we can fix English here in this first possible diagram. In the second possible diagram, so 1, 2, 3. So definitely this should be English. Only then we can say between English and chemistry we have a gap of 3. 2 lectures are scheduled between English and computer. So English and computer we have a gap of 2. So definitely in this possible diagram we can fix computer here. Only then we can say between English and computer we have a gap of 2 lectures. So similarly between English and computer, so definitely computer should be placed here. So in both the possible diagram you can say between English and computer we have a gap of 2 lectures. Next point is lecture on physics is scheduled on the day which is immediately next to the day when lecture on biology is scheduled. So listen the word carefully. What they are saying is lecture on physics is scheduled immediately next day of biology. So which means biology immediately next should be physics, right? So in this possible diagram we have 2 possibilities. Either we can fix here biology and physics, one possible, or otherwise we can fix biology and physics. So in the first diagram we have 2 possibles. So let me move on to the second diagram. Second diagram I think we can directly fix biology here. So biology immediately next should be physics. But in this diagram we can't able to place biology and physics, right? So let it be. Next point, lecture on psychology is scheduled to be held after mathematics. So after mathematics it should be psychology. So listen here, in this diagram we have only one option. We should place mathematics here and psychology here. No other possible way, right? But in this diagram still we didn't place biology and physics. So let it be because we have still last point remaining. So let me read the last point. Lecture on psychology is not scheduled for Saturday or Sunday. So listen the word carefully, where psychology subject is not scheduled on Saturday or Sunday. But in the second possible diagram, we made psychology in Sunday. So this possible diagram is completely wrong because they have clearly told that psychology should not be on Saturday and also Sunday. So definitely we can say psychology should be any of the day, that is Friday, Tuesday or Monday. And remember that in the previous point they have clearly told that immediately after biology we should place physics. So only possible, I think we should place biology here, we should place physics here, and also they have told that after mathematics it should be psychology. So definitely mathematics should be placed here and psychology should be placed here. That's it. Because we can't able to place mathematics, psychology here, because if I fix mathematics here, this should be psychology, and they have clearly told that psychology should not be on Saturday and also Sunday. So this will be the answer for this arrangement number 1. Very interesting, easy, right? So if you are a beginner, definitely you will have lots of doubts. So just solve more than 5 or 10 questions so that you can easily crack the arrangement if they ask in any of the competitive exams. Now let me move on to arrangement number 2, that is based on Monday to Sunday. So 7 flights, namely Jet Airways, British Airways, Delta, Qantas, Emirates, Lufthansa, Air India are scheduled to fly to London. There is only one flight to London on each of the 7 days of a week starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. So similar concept, there is each flight flying to London on any of these days, that is between Monday to Sunday. So always remember that if they ask an arrangement like this, try to fix this Monday to Sunday, right? And draw 2 possible diagrams. Every time I am saying this, only if you draw minimum of 2 possible diagrams, you can crack some of the arrangements easily. So first point, Delta flies on Wednesday. It's a direct statement, right? The flight that is Delta flies on Wednesday. So we can fix Delta here. Similarly, in the second possible diagram, we can again fix Wednesday as a Delta. Next point is, okay. So next point, Air India flies this day next to British Airlines. So next day of British Airlines, it should be Air India. So I think we have many possibles here, right? So let me do one thing, we can take it as a note. So next day of British Airlines, it should be Air India Airlines. And British Airlines does not fly on Monday or Friday. So listen here, British Airlines does not fly on Monday or otherwise Friday. So we can't able to fix British Airlines here. If I fix British Airlines here, next day should be Air India. So this is not possible. If I fix British Airlines here, this is Air India, one possible, or otherwise British Air India, another possible. We are getting 2 possible. So let me do one thing, we are going to fix British Airlines here. So next to British Airlines, it should be Air India. So one possible, or otherwise in this diagram we can fix British Airlines here, and this should be Air India. So next point, 2 airlines fly between British Airways and Emirates. So there is a gap of 2 airlines between British and Emirates, right? So in this possible diagram, listen here, we have fixed British Airlines as Saturday. So between British and Emirates, we should have a gap of 2. So only we can place Emirates here, I think no possible, because we have already placed Delta Airlines. So this possible diagram is completely wrong, because there is no place to place this Emirates Airlines. So better we can eliminate the possible diagram too. But when we move on to this possible diagram, we are getting 2 possible, because between British and Emirates, we should have a gap of 2. Either Emirates should be on Monday, or otherwise Emirates should be on Sunday. We are getting 2 possibles. Still, I think we have 2 points remaining. Emirates does not fly on Sunday. So Emirates is not on Sunday. Then definitely we can fix Emirates here. So Emirates should be on Monday. Only then we can say between British Airlines and Emirates, we are having a gap of 2. And the last point, Qantas flies a day before Lufthansa. So a day before, which is previous day. So before Lufthansa, the flight Qantas flies. I think we have only one possible here. So definitely this should be Lufthansa and this should be Qantas. Because they have clearly told that Qantas flies a day before Lufthansa, right? A day before Lufthansa, it's Qantas. I think we are only one place remaining, that is Jet Airways. Yeah, we can fix Jet Airways here. That's it. So finally we have solved this. Interesting, it's really an easy level arrangement, not even medium level, it's an easy level arrangement. But practice this. If you practice more than easy level arrangement 10 or 20, then go with little bit medium level. Then if you solve some toughest questions arrangement, you can easily crack the arrangement within 5 or 4 minutes. Now we can solve a set number 3, little bit medium level arrangement question, that is based on Monday to Sunday. So 7 friends, namely P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, visit 7 different cities, namely Berlin, Kabul, Chicago. So totally 7 friends are visiting 7 different cities, right? So between Monday to Sunday, any one of the day. So always remember that, try to draw 2 possible diagrams. So point number 1, Q visit a city on Wednesday. So Q visiting a city, that is they didn't give which city he visit, but Q visit a city on Wednesday. So we can do one thing, fix Q here, and similarly in the second possible diagram, fix Q in Wednesday. Only one person visit between Q and one who visit Madrid. So listen here, between Q and Madrid there is a gap of one person, right? So either we can fix Madrid here, one possible, or otherwise we can fix Madrid here. So let me do one thing, in this possible diagram I am going to fix Madrid here, and similarly in this possible diagram I am going to fix Madrid here. So in both the possible diagram, between Q and Madrid we have a gap of one person. Next point is T visit immediately after the one who visit Madrid. So immediately after Madrid it's T. So in this possible diagram we can fix T here. Similarly in this possible diagram we can fix T here. Only 4 person visits between T and one who visits Sydney. So between T and Sydney we have a gap of 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So definitely this should be the place for Sydney. And 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in this possible diagram, this should be the place for Sydney. Only then we can say in both the possible diagram, between T and Sydney, we have a gap of 4. And next point is only one person visit between the one who visit Sydney and the R. So between Sydney and R, we have a gap of one person. So definitely R should be placed here in this possible diagram. So listen here friends, between Sydney and R, we should have a gap of 1. If I fix R here, already we fixed Q as Wednesday. It's a direct statement. So definitely we can't able to fix R. So this complete possible diagram is wrong. Next point, because they have clearly told, right, between Sydney and R, we should gap of one person. The one who visit Berlin visit immediately before R. So before R, it should be immediately Berlin. So we can fix Berlin here. And next is the one who visit Chicago visit one of the day before the one who visit Berlin, but not on Wednesday. So listen here, before Berlin, the person who visit Chicago is the person who is visiting Chicago is before Berlin, but not on Wednesday. Then we have only one possible. T should be definitely Chicago. And only we can say before Berlin it should be Chicago, and Chicago should not be on Wednesday. Yeah. Next point, more than 3 person visit the one who visit Chicago and P. So more than 3 person. So more than 3 person, I think 1, 2, 3, P should be placed on Saturday, or otherwise P should be placed on Sunday. We have 2 possible. So next point, only 2 person visit between S and one who likes Miami. So between S and Miami we should have a gap of 2 person. So if I fix S here, then this should be Miami. No, it is not possible. If I fix S here, this should be Miami. That is also not possible. So we can fix S here and the Q should be Miami. Only one possible we have. So now we can definitely say we can fix P here. Right, so between Chicago and P there should be gap of more than 3. More than 3, it can be 4 or it can be 5. Got it? Next point is only 2 person visits between the one who visit Miami and one who visit what is it? Jakarta. Okay, a different name, right? Only 2 person visit between Miami, right? So only 2 person. So definitely this should be Jakarta. Then the last point, V does not visit Berlin. So V does not visit Berlin, then definitely Madrid should be V. We have only 2, I think one friend is remaining, P, Q, R, S, T, U. U is remaining, so definitely U should be Berlin. And remaining, we have one city remaining, that is Kabul. So Kabul should be R. It's little bit medium level arrangement, not toughest level arrangement. It is it's like easy to medium level. So in this video we have solved 3 different arrangement question that is based on Monday to Sunday. So don't forget to watch the next lesson that is starting from 4 to 5. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like this video, share it to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. Thank you so much. Bye.